Okay, so here we are back with some yarn dyeing. This is another bit of an experiment. I'm trying to do this one-handed, so. Okay, so I'm going to add some purple in here, and it's a purple that I really like, actually. And I don't actually want this to be speckled, so I'm going to smush it in. Lovely. Okay, and if you remember yesterday, I was working on this down here. If you remember yesterday, I was working on this sort of speckly mess. The light's really low in here. That's why the camera quality is not very good. Maybe I can turn this light on. That's not really better. So I was working on this sort of speckly thing yesterday, and I'm about to do an over dye into this pot. So let's see how that goes. Okay, I'm doing a dip dye in here, and I'm going to see how that looks in not very long. So I'm doing a dip dye into a really deep blue. This is meant to be that space witch idea that I had. So I'm going to leave this cook until all of that dye is taken up, and then I'm going to see what we're working with. So that was a really irritating series of unfortunate events. So after I took the Space Witch yarn, I am pretty happy with it. It's difficult to show you because the light is really terrible. After I took that out, I put it into a bucket so that it could cool down. I then was moving some other yarn around, and I spilled a load of water all over the floor, which isn't like, you know, unusual, but I didn't have my normal rubber tread dyeing boots on, so my socks got absolutely drenched, which is just the worst. And then I turned, and because I have a heating pad, not a heating pad, like a hot water bottle, like sort of tucked into the waistband of my yoga leggings, because my sciatica has been acting up a bit today because our desk sucks and it's not super great for spending a lot of time at it. It sort of caught the side of something that was sitting next to the sink, and then like a glass that was sitting like, no, it wasn't even near like the edge of the counter. I don't even know how this happened. It happened when my back was turned. But anyway, a glass hit the ground. It just shattered into like a billion pieces. And then I'm doing like this awkward tiptoeing around through the kitchen, trying not to get glass on my feet, and then couldn't find the dust room, and then did get glass in my feet, which sucked. And then I was like, right, I need a cup of tea to get over the glass shattering and socks wet and just bad, and realized I don't have any more walnut whips, no more chocolate, which is probably the worst thing out of any of these series of unfortunate events. So I'm just going to sit here with my herbal tea and be grouchy and sad that I don't have any chocolate. No chocolate. Okay, today needs to stop. Okay, so after all of that mess, I spent the afternoon fighting with a piece of software that didn't want to do the thing that it was designed for, which is always super fun. And now the car is making a weird noise. For those of you who watched the Perth Festival of Yarn podcast back in September, you'll know that on our way home from Perth, our muffler literally just came off when we were driving down the road. So we spent a fair bit of money getting the muffler replaced, even though like we don't necessarily want to keep this car because we know that it's not going to pass its next MOT, but we also can't go and get a different car because my visa renewal hasn't arrived yet 3 months later. So we are stalled on making that decision, but living out where we live kind of sucks when you don't have a car. Also, it kind of messes up plans that we had around the holidays, and it also messes up having Waltham Abbey Wool Show next year. Now, mind you, we have time between now and the end of January for Waltham Abbey, but it's still really irritating because I know that this is going to cost more than we want to spend, given that we know we're not keeping this car. And honestly, this is one of those things that people don't realize about how immigration really just puts just a hold on your life, and there's a lot of things you cannot make decisions about until you know one way or another. Now, I'm coming up on almost 3 months that I've sent all of my paperwork in and done my biometrics, and we still haven't heard anything one way or the other. The government says it'll take 3 to 5 days. Sure. And it's frustrating because I also saw quite a lot of very negative anti-immigrant rhetoric on Twitter today. So I'm just feeling like, why is the car doing the thing? Why are people awful? Why is glasses breaking and software not doing the thing? And also, I recorded this once already, and then when I went to go put it into the vlog, I realized that I had my microphone on mute, so you could just see me looking very frustrated, but there was no sound, so now I look slightly more frustrated than I did in that initial clip. Tuesday is coming for me, and I don't know why. Tuesday and I were usually buds. Don't know why Tuesday's coming for me quite so aggressively today. So I was gonna have this vlog for you, showing you how I do photography setups, and I took some footage today to show you how I do photography and to give tips to anybody looking to do their own small business photography, and I don't have it within me to go through and edit all of that tonight, because I just want to just spend the rest of the evening curled up in a ball, preparing for 6 hours on trains tomorrow. Although I will say I'm gonna spend the rest of my evening roasting chestnuts over the open roaring fire of the dumpster fire that apparently is my life, and I'm also going to be spending it with these two good friends of mine right here. And I don't know what the vlog is gonna look like tomorrow, because I'm going up for a meeting in Cheshire, and so other than me spending 6 hours on trains, there's not really a lot that I can show you. So I don't know, maybe it'll be more of this when I get home. Anyway, so thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe if you want to hear more about how terribly things are going for me. Things are kind of piling up a little bit. It's fine. I'm fine. It's fine. I will be back tomorrow with something, and then there will be more fun content later in the week. I'm sorry that I can't show you all the cool photography stuff today. I really just need to go eat some food and scream into the abyss. So, good night. I hope you all had a much better day than me.